It's an amazing time to be a thief in Skyrim. And where we last left off, Chad had killed Mercer Frey and found out that he is responsible for returning the skeleton key to the Twilight Sepulcher. And that is where we pick up today. All right, team, you guys ready for this? You look good. Serana, you ready too? All right, let's go.
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in caves already.
You keep saying that, Serana, but you keep going into the caves. So let's go, okay?
Hey, can I have a moment?
Yes, Serana, what is it?
I don't think I'll be able to go inside with you. From what I've read, the Twilight Sepulcher is exclusive to only Nightingales. I won't be able to enter. I'll wait here. You stay safe.
Well, okay. I hope that's not just an excuse. But you couldn't have said something about that earlier? Serana, are you the kind of person that waits for the road trip to start before you say you have to go to the bathroom? Whatever.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you?
Well, I'd ask the same question of you.
The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the Sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity.
The last? What happened to everyone else?
We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here.
Well, how are you to blame?
I was blinded. Blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the skeleton key.
Wait a minute, you're Gallus.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me?
Well, I have the key.
The key! You have the skeleton key! I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frey?
Oh, he's very, very dead.
Then it's over, and my death wasn't in vain. I owe you a great deal, Nightingale.
Well, I did this to get rich.
Were I able to provide it, I'd shower you in wealth for what you've done. My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone.
No, Carlia helped me.
Carlia? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal.
Well, then take the key and right all the wrongs.
Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key, but I'm afraid it's impossible. From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying.
How can a spirit die?
The Sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our ties to her.
Well, then I'll have to proceed alone.
I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the pilgrim's path to the Ebonmere and replacing the key.
Well, how does the Ebonmere affect all of us?
The Ebonmere is a conduit through which Nocturnal influences our world. Not through magic or blessings, but purely through luck.
Well, luck is meaningless. What we do involves skill.
Yes, absolutely. Your skill is your own. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. But Nocturnal, she influences our luck. Nearly imperceptible assistance we get when we ply our trade.
Well, how's that changing the way things are?
Think about the guild, about the state it was in when you began. Think about all the little things you might have heard. A pick breaking when it shouldn't have. The clouds in the nighttime sky clearing at the wrong moment. Our access to those bits of luck are what separates us from common bandits.
So, with the Ebonmere closed, our lucks run dry.
Precisely. There are a few who still call Nocturnal Lady Luck, and for good reason.
Well, what am I going to face when I'm on the Pilgrim's Path?
I wish I could help you, but I've been a prisoner in this very chamber for the last quarter century. The only possible help I've come across are the remains of some poor fellow who is trying to follow in your footsteps. Perhaps his journal can help? Good luck, Nightingale.
All right, thanks. Well, let's take a quick look around before we get going. Maybe we've got some stuff to loot. Yeah, not over here. Oh, well, that looks good. Slim pickings, though. And we've got a journal to read. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I don't know why I let Anders talk me into this plan. He said the place would be full of riches, but I have yet to see even a single gold coin. To make matters worse, I think the other priests are beginning to suspect we aren't who we say we are. If they discover we're posing as priests of Nocturnal, I'm sure they're not going to simply ask us to leave nicely. I'll have to watch my step. As an acolyte of Nocturnal, I've been assigned a mentor. Old dark elf fellow by the name of Lithilius. Maybe if I act the part, I can pry some information from him about the Pilgrim's Path. Anders swears to me that all of the temple's wealth is stashed within their inner sanctum. which supposedly sits at the end of the path. So my job is to get us through the obstacles alive. Lythilius was easier to coax than I expected. Gave me a wealth of information on the Pilgrim's Path, but he was speaking in riddles. I'll try to record what I remember here and share it with Anders after he's done with his mentor. The only thing Lythilius seemed clear about was that there were 5 tests on the path. This what he said about each. Shadows of their former selves, sentinels of the dark, they wander evermore and deal swift death to defilers. Stupid dog. Above all, they stand, vigilance everlasting, beholden to the murk, yet contentious of the glow. Offer what she desires most, but reject the material, for her greatest want is that which cannot be seen, felt, or carried. Direct and yet indirect, the path to salvation, a route of cunning with fortune betraying the foolish. The journey is complete. The Empress's embrace awaits the fallen. Hesitate not if you wish to gift her your eternal dovation. He also mumbled some nonsensical phrases like night is the new day and how he was the ghost of the sun. I have no idea what these cryptic sentiments mean, but hopefully during tomorrow's ritual, Anders and I will put everything we've learned to the test. Well, it didn't work out so good for him. But Gallus is friendly, so everyone else will be friendly, right? Although that guy's dead, but he was trying to rob them, so I don't think I got anything to worry about.
Someone live among the dead?
Oh, he'll be my friend.
Comes for you now.
Hey, wait a minute. That's not friendly.
Live among the dead.
You're not my friend either. Well, I'm gonna have to be careful. Yeah, if you're gonna kill me, I'm robbing you blind. Ow. Whoops, I'm a little bit lost. Ow! Damn, everything's trying to kill me in here. Didn't they say something about the light? Ow. I don't think they want me here. Well, par for the course in Skyrim. Everything is trying to kill you. Is that gonna kill me too? No, okay, good. Well, hello, statue. All right, that is obviously a hidden door. But now, how do I get in there? Oh. Wait, what kind of lockpick is that? Yeah, he's not my friend either.
Does someone live among the dead?
We've got shovels back at home. Do need salt, though. Well, wait a minute. We're not done exploring this area. That's for trying to kill me. Ow! Can we get down there gently? Gentle. No, no, ow. I can't believe it. I came all this way, solved all of those ridiculous riddles, just to end up here. After I memorized Nystrom's clues he'd collected from Lithilius, I slit his throat. Now I guess the joke's on me because I'm stuck here and I don't see a way out. Hope someone comes by soon. I'm getting hungry. Well, that's not encouraging. Oh yeah, I don't want your dagger.
My, what do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the Sepulcher. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Evergloam. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it the key stays this time, won't you?
I kind of thought maybe she'd be a little more grateful than that.
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts.
Pleased? She sounded rather indifferent.
I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Well, what's this about becoming an agent of Nocturnal?
The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of stealth, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife.
Well, why can't I just be all three?
This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the Sepulcher and step onto a different circle. Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day.
Alright, so what now?
Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the Sepulcher in order to defend it.
Alright, and you?
The Guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning.
Well, the beginning of what?
Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin, and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be Nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, tell me about the Agent of Strife.
The Agent of Strife can send forth a tendril of pure darkness into the heart of another, causing great injury to them. At the same time, this tether will bolster the agent's own life force, making him stronger.
Alright, the Agent of Stealth.
The Agent of Stealth is the master of remaining unseen. They are able to manipulate the darkness and use it to their advantage. On moonlit nights or in darkened rooms, this agent literally becomes invisible.
What about the Agent of Subterfuge?
The Agent of Subterfuge utilizes shadow to cloud the judgment of those around him. By weaving the darkness to their will, this agent can manipulate others into fighting for the Nightingale for a limited time.
Well, I don't know which one to go for. Maybe Strife, that sounds kind of interesting.
Choose your path, and your journey will be complete.
Oh shit. They're not labeled. I don't remember which one was which. Carlia, a little help here?
Fellow Nightingale?
That's not a help.
Choose your path, and your journey will be complete.
Half moon, I guess. Subterfuge, huh?
Carlia?
Gallus! I feared I would never see you again. I was afraid you'd become like the others.
If it were not for the actions of this nightingale, your fears would have come true. He honors us all.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Farewell, Gallus. Eyes open. Walk with the shadows.
Goodbye, Carlia.
Well, that's kind of sad. Carlia, are you okay?
Yes, Nightingale? What is it?
Well, where did Gallus go?
Gallus's oath has been paid. His actions have satisfied the terms. Now his spirit becomes one with the Everglow, the realm of perpetual twilight and the cradle of shadow.
Alright, so he's gone?
No, not gone. He's become one with the shadows. This is the greatest honor a Nightingale can possibly achieve. In death, he's become a part of that which we used to live.
They're a part of the darkness around us?
Absolutely. When we say, walk with the shadows, we are asking those Nightingales who have passed on to protect us. It's believed that they are literally what guides our uncanny luck, by placing their hands in ours. That's why the Ebonmere needed to be reopened. Without it, there's no way Nocturnal was able to allow them through.
Alright, and where will you be from now on?
I've decided to make my home at Nightingale Hall. Since it's your home as well, I hope to see you and Brynjolf there. Of course, I may visit some of Skyrim's cities to acquire things from time to time. Can't afford to get rusty now, can we? Farewell. Eyes open, and walk with the shadows.
Farewell, Carlia.
So, it's finally over? Finally. We should get back to the Thieves Guild. So, it's finally over?
Just said that.
Finally. We should get back to the Thieves Guild. Your family is probably waiting for you. Every corner of Skyrim seems to hide a surprise, doesn't it? Or a bandit. But hey, that's half the fun. Let's see what's next.
Yes, let's. But first we return to the Thieves Guild.
Have you ever visited Morrowind? You around? Watch where you're going. You're running around like a drunken growl.
Serana, calm down. Serana, you know what happens if you don't calm down. You get shouted at. That's better. You girls are in the way again.
Sorry.
It's like this every time. Get out of the way. Thank you. Well, it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on in here. Let's go see what Brynjolf has to say.
It's good to see you in one... It's good to see you in one piece, lad. I just wanted to give you a proper thank you for everything you've done. The guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key?
Well, it's been returned to the Sepulcher.
That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the guild decline. But enough of that. I'm confident that with you in charge, we'll soon have more gold than we could possibly spend.
Well, I hope so. Well, where will you be now?
I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skims. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more than their fair share to give out. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the guild. May it last another 1,000 years.
1,000 years. And that's where this chapter will come to an end. This is Chad Kill People. Over and out.